Oh, good afternoon. Dennis Hubbard, gardening tips number 23. Now, on the last gardening tips, I was mentioning vacuum up the old blossom that had died and come on the lawn. I'm going to try that for the leaves in the autumn. Whether it will work or not, I don't know, but we'll soon find out when we do another gardening tips in the autumn. Now, curious thing here, we have dahlias. They are from my own seed, and I planted these right along with just enough soil to keep them going, and they've come on very, very well since I planted them. However, walking over here, I planted these at the very same time, dahlias at the same time. They have been eaten by the snails. Now, once says to myself, why were they eaten and they were not eaten? Well, the obvious answer must be they don't like to go over pebbles. So that is one thing we must, if you want to stop the snails, surround them by pebbles. A little tip.
Yeah, because they're not damaged at all, are they?
They're not even been touched. Not even been touched. And they're exactly the same, from the same packet of seed. Now, going round the pots here, we've got here, it's early summer, things are a little bit late, and in here we have pansies. Now these pansies, would you believe, these pansies were self-setters from here. Last year I had pansies all the way down, and self-setters by the dozen. All self-setters, and they're beautiful. And in the middle we've got dahlias there, once again not been touched, because I don't think we can climb up here, I don't know. Here we have the same pansies again, surrounding, with carnations. They're a little bit late, but nevertheless they're going to be absolutely gorgeous when they come. Pansies again. You might think I like pansies, but this is not Chelsea Flower Show. For every £1 I spend, the Chelsea Flower Show must spend 100,000 for every penny I spend. And here we are with the same pansies again, the size of those for self-setters. And in the centre I've got begonias and geraniums. Here we have begonias here, and again with the pansies round, and in the middle got the geraniums. Here again more pansies. Must have had 100 pansies, self-setters, at no cost whatsoever, and they all look very good. Now we'll come on to the mint. Gorgeous, just comes up every year without any problem at all. Now, I've got, I think, 21 Clematis round the garden. 21. I'll go back to the old theme of one garden, small garden, 9 metres by 9 metres, producing an awful lot of colour and fruit. I wish we'll show you. But this is a Mrs. Chamunley. That's a beautiful dark white, you might say, but it's just I don't know what colour you would call that, but it's a beautiful colour. This one in contrast is the Ernest Markham. That's a late flowering one, which is a bright red, which when you can well imagine when they're out, they look gorgeous.
So how much are these to buy? If you bought these in a garden centre, how much are they, do you think? Oh, there's £1.69. £1.69.
£1.69.
That's good then, isn't it?
Well Goodwin.
And how long would they last?
They'd last, well, as long as I'm going to go around, I'll tell you. They'll last for, well, ages and ages. But which one is it? This one is half of one that was over there. In the autumn, when they die off, you dig them up and they're in a huge root. They don't like being disturbed, but if you chop the root in two, you've got two plants from 169. We'll go around here. This will go in. They'll be coming out soon. They're not as good as if they'd been in there for months. or years, but they will be just look at the colour of that, very much the same as the other one. Right, we'll come round here. Cherry tree, cherries. Can you see the cherries on here? I know we've gone through this before with the cherry tree, and I've told you before that cherry trees like to go upwards. That trying to make it into an espalier, and to a big extent I'm succeeding in that I can cover the whole lot quite easily when the blackbirds are around. But the amount of cherries on here is getting better and better every year. Well, we shall have to call it a day for now. We'll continue another time with the rest of the garden, because there is an awful lot to talk about. Okay, bye for now.